this is what I'm thinking is if we do one each here of these villagers, if we cure one each, and then you cure. Yeah, so basically, I've done this one. If you cure the next one, then you'll get the discounts.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so I'm about halfway through the next one, so I'll put him as a farmer. Yeah. Really quick emeralds with farmers with crops and stuff up there, so that should be good.
I feel like, so do we sort of use the farmers to finance our spending on everyone else?
Basically, you can. It's really quite overpowered. You can, as long as you've got a farm that gives you. So we've got the iron farm down below. The armourer and the toolsmith down in my lab is they give me one emerald for one iron, so 64 stack of 64 iron ingots. So I get a stack of emeralds. So it's and we've obviously got tons of iron. So basically, you just farm stuff in en masse, and then if you can get the discounts, then you can really get some good deals. So you'll get one emerald for everything on that guy sells at the moment. Eventually, once you've obviously built on this one, just this person that drops here.
Yeah. It's weirdly got. It's not like looking at this guy. Colours of everything weirdly aren't too horrible looking. They usually, from what I've seen before, is that you'll get like bright blue and bright orange, and then like all of these are fairly muted. So it's like, oh, he's obviously he's into his.
You want to check out the chests down there. Oh. What? I thought, hold on, you're not shooting me. Where's that come from?
Yeah, where's?
It must have fallen from up top, I imagine.
Oh, I cannot make this jump. Embarrassing. I'll just use the door. Is there anyone else around here, or?
I don't want another raid.
Yeah, hopefully not. No, I'm a bit more prepared for this. For that, though.
This time,
if it does happen.
They're over there. They're heading to your place. These chests down here, there's a load of leather armour that I use just to get him up to master level, so feel free to grab.
On the mall. Where's the banner guy? That's the one we've got to be careful about.
Yeah.
Certainly don't want to raid. Ow.
Yeah, I like to be in control of the raids, you can set traps for them. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
But there's nothing worse than the sheer panic that an unscheduled raid creates.
I mean that one when it just sort of happened, it was like, uh-oh, that's not what we want.
No. And we couldn't find the last one, could we? We just
just gave up on him in the end. Yeah, he gave up as well, so...
Yeah, don't know where the... Oh, you're right.
Yeah, all good.
I don't know where the main dude is.
Oh, he seems to just... I mean, better for us that he's not here.
Yeah. There's also a bit of a security problem with this place. You can actually just climb over the walls.
Walk in.
Yeah. What have we got in here? We've got there's leather tunics. There's in this one here.
That'd be interesting to test to see if that gives the properties of like leather boots to horses.
Good point. And there's loads of leather boots in this chest, so
excellent.
They're quite handy for snow walking. So, and if you need enchantments, if you look in my lab downstairs, I've got a few librarians set up. So for me the key ones like Fortune 3 and Efficiency 5, that sort of thing, mending. But let me, in case I'm not on the server, can I just show you the villager breeder bit? It's quite simple.
Yeah.
So this is basically just a loop. So this guy up here is healed. Let me just show you what you do. So I think I showed you this last time. You put him in front of the zombie, hide round here.
Yeah.
He'll get his face eaten. Eventually. There we go. So he's now a zombie. Grab a golden apple, send him past the arrow. Weakness. So he'll heal, and then I just send him around again. Switch another light on. So we're 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So he's back up there. As soon as he heals, I'll do it again 2 more times, and then he's ready. So all I do then is switch this over here. This lever here. So you switch it, and that sends him up to the trading hall.
That sounds good. Nice and easy.
So yeah. So I mustn't forget to turn that back, otherwise we'll send him up there early. The other thing to do is there's the breeder over here. So when you want to get another villager, when you want to start a new one, you again switch the lever, and that will just send the villager up to the start up there where that guy is.
Yep.
And then not this way. Sorry. This is where here's my zombie discount motivation. This one. So this is the breeder over here. So there's a few villagers already out, so you just need to grab one of them and just nudge them along a little bit.
Cool.
And then that will send him to the bit that we just saw.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, there's also top secret entrance here. If you look at it, it's just underneath the breeder.
Yeah.
You can go. If you're boating in, you can get in through here. I was thinking about making it a little bit more secret base kind of evil lair type entrance at some point, but
secret underwater lair.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it might seem quite complicated, but with the discounts, it's awesome. But the trouble is, you just need shed loads of gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but when I went down to the mine, went down to the gold level, couldn't find a single block of gold ore.
Yep, I had the same problem, so I went in the Nether and got loads.
I got quite a bit of deep slate, which is nice because I need that for the called the pavement. So all good.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I'm just going to finish this villager off. Should be healed soon, and then I'm just going to do it 2 more times, and then we'll have either a farmer. I'll probably do farmer first, I think.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. We'll have a little bit of time to go and do something.
Yeah.
Exploratory, maybe a bit of building, possibly. I certainly think we need to build a wall up a little higher around the trading hall.
Yeah. Probably going to be quite necessary, especially at night where it's still fairly dark in places. Is anything? I suppose with the new light levels, I mean that chilling on top of Royal's place. Oh no, he's just disappeared. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mob farm over there.
Yeah, sort of the gap in between us. It's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, the light levels. I've got a little overlay that tells me the light levels, and there's no red, so there's no spawning points around here that I can see.
Yeah.
In this area, even though it looks really dark. But there's definitely over by Royals. Yeah, this is Skeleton Central over there. Loads of them.
It's sort of just skeletons, though.
It's just a bit odd. Right. I do like my pink house at night up there on the hill. Does look good.
Yeah. Very nice.
Well, maybe a bit of road building. A little bit of road building. How do you fancy a bit of that? I've got plenty more deep slate as well from my mining.
Yeah, sounds good. So what to do? Like in the road in between our place.
Yeah, and I think it would be a good opportunity as well to light up that road.
Light up the gap, yeah.
Yeah, because you're I'm
the zombies.
It's a bit of a mob farm where you are as well.
Yeah, I have not lit up that at all. Oh no, here they come.
Cool.
The royal skeletons, and I've got the horde.
Oh, They're all coming out to play.
Boy. Nope. Hold on.
Huh?
Leave me alone. There we go. Nailed it. First time.
Oh well, we
Fill in that gap at some point.
made hard work of that, but yeah. So I think a good priority for this area would be road and light, and maybe some creative lampposts.
I've come up with a couple ideas. I just haven't implemented them yet. Oh,
I tell you what, let me go and sleep.
I was gonna say they're kind of in the way of my bed, just a little bit.
Yeah, I can't sleep in Royal's base because there's nasties.
I can. I'm in. I think that might have been the creeper that I was fighting even.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Excellent.
There are a couple of creepers in the way though, so that's.
So I've got a bow.
There we go. I can't get you off my sword, just in case I get the cat just hidden in the corner.
Oh, I forgot about the cat. Oh, Gerald. Hello, Gerald.
Needs naming.
We do need a name tag. In terms of this road, do you want to maybe mark out the route you want to take from yours, and I can start once I've got my villager done. I can start filling in some of the bits.
Yeah, I could do that.
So
I mean,
it's cobbled deep slate, isn't it?
Cobbled deep slate. Although I want to put some regular deep slate in there as well, to sort of break it up, so it's not just cobble.
Yeah, okay, mix it up a bit, but I guess we can do that once we've got some.
Once we've got a bit more, I've smelted some up, so that I had some to work with.
So what's the road going to be? A wall of some sort? Or?
Is Blackstone and the polished Blackstone in the middle, like a couple, and then mix it up with a bit of what's it called? Coarse dirt around the edges a little bit, just so it's like the dirt that's come off of like cars or carts or horses or whatever.
Okay. Cool.
So just give it a bit more interest, and then we can put some like tall grass and like the one tall grass, two tall grass dotted in about the place as well.
Sounds great. And yeah, we'll so this is a horse and cart road. Maybe Retro's a broken down car came down it.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not what broke it.
Yeah. Oh, I really need to sort these chests out.
I'm thinking that whilst looking in my chests in here. I'm like, oh, this is just painful to look at.
Yeah. Have you considered basalt in any of your or tough in any of your builds, by the way?
I was thinking of using it on my sort of second layer of builds. So I was thinking more kind of brown at the front, and then as I go up higher into the mountain, have some sort of stone ones come in, and I can also add in acacia wood, like you've got at your base. The acacia sort of logs to kind of give a bit more interest and have a slightly different color variation of the grey in there of another grey alongside, and then I think if I can, the uppermost level of buildings, if I go to a third level, will be sort of white blocks. So maybe, I mean, sparingly calcite, probably diorite, maybe a bit of quartz, which is a bit easier to get now because I think you can get it off of stonemasons. So that could be another set of villagers we can.
Okay, yeah,
acquire.
I can do those next. I mean, we just put the villager trading blocks down, isn't? We can just fill the villagers up with whatever ones we want first. So,
suppose we can get terracotta off them as well. So if we get enough of the right color, if we want, say, grey or a few more accent colors.
So stonemasons, that's a stone cutter.
Yeah.
I already have one of these blocks, so I'll make that the next two.
The stonecutter is a block that I feel like should deal damage. If you were to stand on it, it's it's a spinning blade. If it doesn't, the fact that it doesn't deal damage is a bit confusing.
Yeah.
But then if you stand on a campfire, that burns you.
Yeah, he's a
Leave you
nasty
with
looking block.
leave it with like a bleeding effect. That'd be added another.
Particles, the new particle effect.
God, oh, that would make it sort of a horror game. I mean, we've got the
Yeah.
Warden coming, so it's pretty much a horror game as it is.
Okay, how do you craft a stone cutter?
I think it's iron on top of 3. Oh, is it stone slabs? I think it's 3 stone slabs. Not cobblestone, but like
Yeah, normal stone.
normal.
You're
normal
almost
stone.
right. It's an iron ingot on top of 4 blocks of stone.
4 blocks.
Yeah.
There we go.
I had that in front of me, so I was testing you. You nearly did it. You nearly did it.
Nearly did it. Nearly's good enough for me. Was there a prize?
No, not that I can come up with, but I mean, I'll get. I'll tell you what. The prize can be a saddle. How about that?
Yeah.
I've also got a few bows from the Skelly farm I built. So maybe come and there's a couple of chests, double chests full of them. So come and grab some because you've got your anvil now. You can grab the good enchantments and just sort of bring them together and then get yourself a bow pretty quickly. And there's also arrows in one of these chests. They're quite handy, obviously, when you've got creepers descending.
All those creepers, yeah. Certainly need it around my base. I've already had one blow up part of my base. I don't particularly want it again.
Yeah, yes. Nothing worse. And cats do nothing, it seems. Or very little.
No, I think maybe it's where I had my cat inside the house at first. The creeper didn't see the cat. So he just blew up the cat. Which was sort of sad because it was a jelly. But,
I've got two stonecutter blocks ready. Should I do that next? Is that something you'd need quite quickly?
It's not something I'd need quite quickly. It's just something I thought might be good to have in the future if we want to use sort of slightly scarier to obtain blocks such as the quartz, or just harder to locate the mesa.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose now you can get loads of clay from lush caves. So there's another way of getting that block now.
Clay was always a pain before.
I remember I'd used it in my my single player world because I was using terracotta as like a trim around the bottom of desert buildings, and going off on so many different adventures just to find some clay was just. I sort of started running out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna break it up and shove some granite in there as well. That'll do.
Clay seeking adventures. It just don't really have much of a ring about it, does it?
No, it's not the most exhilarating sounding. It's nearly nighttime again. Oh wow.
Yeah, I swear since 1.18 came out, the days are all the night times last forever and the daytimes are really short.
It does feel like that. Maybe Citrus is pranking us.
Yeah.
He's fiddled with the times.
Yeah, he denies it. I've mentioned it to him, but he denies it.
Of course he would.
Okay.
I say
saddles.
What's he until proven innocent?
Right, let's get this saddle. So you've only got the one horse, haven't you?
Just the one Gerald.
Yeah.
Mighty Gerald.
There's only one Gerald. Here you go. There's your prize.
Excellent. Gerald, you can now go places with me. Yay. Go. I disturb on the saddle.
Yep, for the next adventure, wherever that may be.
Now hide in the corner.
Although if we're going underground, probably not a good place for horses to go.
Yeah. You guard the house. My guard horse. Some people get dogs. I have a cat that decides whether or not it's going to do it.
That sounds like a typical cat to me, you know.
Yeah, true.
Can I be bothered? Nah.
You can come in. That's fine, Mr. Creeper.